Hello everyone, my name is Jinx Gaming, but of course you already know that, and if you don't know that, then that means you're new to the channel. Welcome. Sorry, as you can hear, there's got my voice isn't the strongest today. I've been a little bit busy, and that's why hopefully this video gets out before 12. I really do hope it does. And we're back with another reactions video. As you can see, I'm not going to have a face cam because my setting's quite dark. I'm not in like any sort of position to have a face cam at the moment. I've just had a lot of like deadlines and assignments that I've had to do today. So that's why there has been there's no like gaming video or anything like that, which I do apologise for. Now today you can see we're watching a video called, as you can see from the top, Funniest English Football Chants Ever. It's 10 minutes 28. I don't know how much of that I'll watch. If I watch all of it, depends on the language and different stuff like that, and how repetitive and how much I can comment on different things instead of, obviously I don't want to just have the video without not saying anything in and just me laughing, So yeah, this is by, I'll leave the original video in the description, and also this is by a guy called Nick. That's his channel name. He's got like a colon in between the I and the C in Nick. So yeah, let's get on to this and watch the first one. Well, so as you saw there at the top, this is Birmingham City fans basically mocking Watford's ground. What is Watford's ground now? What the stadium's called. I can't remember for the life of me, but it is famously known as like one of the smaller grounds in St Andrew's Park, which I'm pretty sure is the name of Birmingham's ground. It's got quite a decent capacity, so it's, yeah, the Birmingham Ultras pretty much taking mick out of the size of it. But to be fair, Birmingham do have a decent stadium in itself, so that's why they're taking the mick, comparing it with the Garden Shed, and also their boxer shorts, which are apparently bigger than the stadium. Oh, now Budgie's cage.
It's got a perch and a mirror. Budgie's cage.
As you can see, it's this one geezer on the right here who's literally orchestrating everything. He's got to be one of the Birmingham Massive. He's probably part of it. He's the main guy to look out for. Don't mess with him. What a waste of council tax. Yeah, I was in that one before, so pretty much. I can't remember what stadium that was in, but I think they've done it in multiple grounds. I've seen a different clip before where like the police men are like walking past his stand, and they're all singing that anthem as they're walking. So yeah, it's quite a good one actually. And you know, those policemen took it on the shoulder pretty well. They were like recording it. It looked like they were having a bit of banter with them. So that's one of the common ones that everyone sort of sings. You know, even when I've gone to football matches, I've sang that because it's just such an easy one. You see people leave when they're losing. It's just like, what's going on? Football's still going on. Why are you leaving? You know, and everyone sings like, is there a fire drill or whatever? So that's one of the more classic ones. I'm not sure what the teams were there. I don't think it's said in the corner. Here we can see it's Southampton fans at Old Trafford United. So let's have a look. So pretty much just digging, if you don't know, I know this is pretty self-explanatory, but just digging at the fact that they are making no noise, so they're presumably beating them. Not all of them were like comment on if they're like self-explanatory or not that funny, I won't explain. So just to let you know. So that one, I always, once again, this is another one that I always say quite a lot, because obviously Joe Hart used to play for Man City, and Man City are like, no offense to probably the only person probably watching this is my auntie probably, or maybe my brother, who are both Man City fans. But Manchester City is my least favourite team of all time, and you know, any time he used to play, I used to always say that, because obviously he was in an advert where he put like Head and Shoulders on his head, and obviously if you don't know, it was meant to stop dandruff like from your hair. But actually, it makes it worse, and it's not very good, which is why people like laughed about it, because Joe Hart isn't a very good keeper. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. L'Oreal's like a brand, by the way, if you don't know, which most of you should though. Oh my god, I've never heard of all these ones before. I love this one. Benteke, Martha Striker, Red Mountain Striker, Benteke. So I'm not sure what fan this was, if it's Aston Villa or whoever Benteke else played for. I can't remember now on the top of my head, when he used to be good. But if you don't know, that was a like a lion, like a In the Jungle reference, like a In the Jungle, the Mighty Jungle, you know, that sort of one from the Lion King, I believe. Listen, I don't know, I don't watch it that much. Yeah. I think that guy was, you definitely had too much to drink, or maybe too much of, you know, the good stuff. Oh, I love this chat. I don't know if you heard them, because pretty much when I talk, depends on how loud the sound is, if you can hear me, but I absolutely love this chant. Me and my friends sing this all the time, because obviously the name's Kidderminster, so you'll hear it, it's quite funny. I don't know if I need to talk about it, but you'll get the reference. Just listen to this absolutely glorious chant. Duh. Oh. Great chant, 10 out of 10. Obviously, as you saw on the top left, it was when they said this about Alan Shearer when he joined Newcastle. When I can't remember who was the manager before him, but they did terrible, and so they were going to looked like they were going to get relegated, and they brought Alan Shearer in for a little bit. And I think it was the only stint at Newcastle or a managerial job that he'd done, and he managed to keep them above the relegation zone, I believe. But he just wasn't really very good, I don't think. So they're saying there, you know, he should have stayed on the telly, pretty much. that, ladies and gentlemen, is a fine example of jealousy, really, because as you saw there, West Ham were down 5-0 to Nottingham Forest, and they're saying we lose every week, nothing special, but that's West Ham fans for you. I mean, I think they're just salty in a way, because you know, it is something special, even like for West Ham, who, you know, I'm pretty sure it looks, by looking at West Ham's kit, it was like 2-3 years ago this was, I can't exactly remember. I do vaguely remember this game, but I can't remember how long ago it was. But yeah, West Ham, it was when they had, I think, that really, really terrible start to the season. Like they do quite a lot of seasons, but this was really, really bad. And but obviously that was Premier League teams, and even then, apart from like Man City, they weren't even losing 5-0. So it was actually quite special for Nottingham Forest to be beating them. So that's just bullying at its finest, honestly. So I don't know if the other one will be in here somewhere, but yeah, there are a lot of people do that, like offside like jokes. So obviously, Luis Suarez is famous for having, like, or infamous, I should say, because he won't like the fact, but he's infamous for having quite large teeth. Obviously, bit like people on 3 different occasions. So people always say, "Oh, his teeth are that big that they're offside," and they say the same with Özil, that he. Oh, sorry, I'm a little bit everywhere, just because I had to cut a bit out then because of pretty much something happened. But yeah, they say the same about Mesut Ozil, and about how he like he's got infamous for quite buggy eyes. They say, so they always say, "Oh, his eyes are offside," or whatever, because they're so big. So yeah. That one's self-explanatory. Don't really like looking at that one myself, being a Chelsea fan. But when Bradford were beating them 4-2 in the cup, yeah, they were like bragging and basically like, "Oh, if this is how easy it is, let's play you next week." So that was John Joe Shelby, and as you can tell, they put the picture in the top left corner because they said Harry Potter coming for you, and everyone says John Joe Shelby. Looks a little bit like Voldemort. Harry Potter win against Voldemort. You can see the links. So yeah, that was wow, a lot to take in one. I've seen that one before, actually, to be fair. So yeah, they were so bored that they had this plant pot. Who knows where it come from? Who knows who had it? You know, but it looked like it would. I can't remember what club it said it was with the Barnsley. So you never know. They're probably just dug up some of the grass and put it in a pot. Who knows? But yeah, so they were that pretty much bored that they started putting plant pots on random people's head, and even the policewoman. Ooh. Yeah, so this chant has some racial slurs in it and some discrimination terms. So just bear with. If you don't know, Man United's Park Ji-sung chant. This was against Liverpool, I'm pretty sure. So they had a player at Man United, Park Ji-sung, who, I don't want to get this wrong because I don't want to be like discriminate, but he's from like a northeast, maybe just east Asian country. Like it's either China, Japan, or Korea. And I know that sounds bad just because they're all very different and got their very different things, but it's quite a few years ago and I wasn't really following football, and especially Man United's players back then, so it's not like, oh, I know which one, but like I didn't, it's not like I looked into it and then was ignorant and I was like, oh, it's just Chinese or whatever. Like, I legit don't know. Yeah, so Man City. This chant coming up next is one of my absolute favourites. But yeah, that's just when Balotelli was good in the Premier League and used to pop off for Manchester City, and it's pretty self-explanatory. He just, yeah. Anyway, let's get to this chant because this is my favourite. Like, this is a mood. It's a mood. This whole chant, like, that's what I feel like I chant to myself when I get a pie. I'm like, I'm eating pie. Do you know what I'm saying? Cringe, Andy, Jinx. Am I too cringe there? Oh well. But yeah, it gets better. Does he want some sauce? Does he want some sauce? Does he want some sauce?
Yeah, I can't let you in.
What? Is this some sort of joke?
I get really, really angry.
What? It's all a basic human right.
Okay, I had to cut a bit out then if it seems a little bit weird because an advert popped up. But oh my god, could you imagine being in that crowd? The atmosphere would be so cool and funny to be there. I might do that as my next reaction video, looking at the greatest atmospheres in sport. Maybe not just football, I'll just do sport, because I know there are some other sports that have got some absolutely great fans. Or maybe I might look at like more like serious stuff. Like I might look at like the biggest fights, or I might look at like the most like passionate and dedicated ultras of like football clubs. We'll see. So yeah, so Willian allegedly, well, it's pretty much confirmed that he was going to be joining Tottenham Hotspur, and then literally just did a complete turn. Well, it wasn't complete because it was only like in London, so but he literally went Tottenham, and in the last second was like, nah, I fancy Chelsea more, and ended up just signing for Chelsea. So that's why there's a bit like a beef there, because Tottenham could have had him, and to be honest, even though now they've got like their own decent right winger in Brazilian right winger in Lucas Moura. When they first signed him, they could have really done with him, and you never know. Even though there's no I in team, he would have like propelled their team so much, I believe, to be honest. I've never heard the Colaccini one before. I've heard the Marouane Fellaini one pretty much. Just it is the exact same song, but instead of Colaccini, it's Marouane Fellaini. I never knew there was a Colaccini one. After ending it, I've got to turn that off. I was right towards the end as well. So wow, they really love that Andy Brown rig guy. Oh my god. Links to all the videos in the description. No, there won't be. Shh, go away. Go away. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so thank you ever so much for watching this video. That has been what's the video called again? Don't play the thing. The funniest English football chants ever. So yeah, thank you ever so much for watching. I've been your host, Jenks. Let your thoughts be heard down in the comments box down below. And yeah, hopefully this gets out before 12. If not, I do apologise. It'll be out shortly after. We're going to count it as a daily upload because I'm recording this now, and if it doesn't upload, then it's my internet, so that's not fair. Anyway, peace. Bye-bye for now.